Hello, spiritual beings. My name is Jeremy Anacker. I'm a lifelong enthusiast for consciousness studies, healing work, transformation. Today, I want to do a comprehensive approach to emotional freedom technique as it relates to energetic tangle. Allow me to lead you through a tapping routine. You can review my earlier videos to get a more diagram of the different endpoints of the meridians and more context for how thought and energy consciousness works with EFT and the full picture of how EFT works with meridians and energy awareness. So today we're going to look at energetic tangle. It can happen in relationships. It can happen romantically and with people we are mingling with in daily life. And some people have heavy stories we can get sympathetic with and get more and more tangled with. So I want to help you work out boundaries, help you work out mindsets that work, that keep you energetically free and more useful as you function in daily life. So let's just get started right away. So starting with the sore spots, we do an attention set. Even as I become tangled with other people's energies, I completely love and appreciate myself. Being tangled with other people's energies is a harmful pattern, and I'm owning it right now. I'm owning the harm in my body that I give without having great energetic boundaries, great relationship boundaries. I become more susceptible to being pulled around energetically. And even as this happens, I completely love and appreciate myself. People around me often do not have a complete sense of self. So their only way to feeling better is to pull on others, to pull on energy. And I can become sympathetic to people's low states of energy, their low sense of self. I might become sensitive to difficult storylines. My sensitive soul is good, but it can be a barrier and be a setup for tangle and being dragged down. And I can have a spiritual attitude about the journey of others, that they have a contract with source, with the universe, with their spiritual selves. Life is school. The source is playing a game for us, and it's an incredible game. It's not tiddlywinks. It is a test of faith and wisdom. Each of us being on a journey that needs to be trusted. And the more I trust the journey, the less likely I am to do overreach and do God's work for him, or the universe's work for her. Even as I get stuck in limited patterns, I completely love and appreciate myself. So be it. Deep tangle can come with over identity to heavy story. It may be that I'm seeing my own heavy story, I'm projecting, which is a sign that I need to heal myself. I need to work inside. If there are people that need reminders to work through trauma, to know they deserve better than deep dysfunction, I'm a better messenger if I can present a greater degree of wholeness. That I can be an example of one who has moved out of deep issues, out of darkness, and I can be the bringer of light. So having good energetic boundaries is essential. Having an attitude that works is essential. A vision that works, that has a refined quality to it. Discerning through sympathy into empathy, discerning through unhelpful bonding, a heavy emotional bonding and moving towards seeing my divine connection with others is a gift of grace. I can remain intent on seeing with true eyes, speaking with a true voice, acting with true actions, and becoming less vulnerable to heavy people and their heavy storylines and their ways of pulling. I can also own my own pattern of pulling, as often Tangle comes from mutual leaning, a limited vision of relationships. I can move from limited vision of relationships to an interdependent style, a spiritual style of partnership. So dismissing common contracts of understanding or common ways of seeing deals, emotional deals with others, instead of seeing things in common terms, I can grow to see things in more uncommon terms and dismiss unhelpful modes of being that keep me tangled. Here I own myself and the part I play in the deep struggle of others and the way I enable them and let myself become entrenched in their energies. I own this. And even as these patterns emerge, and even as I have difficulty catching them, I completely love and appreciate myself. Tangle happens on many levels of life, on many levels of oneself. I can feel tangled with humanity and its suffering on some subtle level. And as a deep aspirant of spiritual truth, I can work at being spiritually free in spite of the world's conditions. And in order to bring a brighter light to the world, it helps that I commit to knowing completely, directly, my wholeness and my place with the source of life. So I now own my common view of relationships and others and a common view of seeing life, and I can put it aside and align to a more uncommon view of life, one that is informed by the source. In humility, I hold myself open for a true way of seeing, true way of speaking, a true way of acting, a true way of living. As I tap, I'm dismissing all that is unhelpful in ways of thinking, feeling, functioning, seeing. I am growing into freedom as I dismiss darkness, lower attitudes, and my vulnerability to tangling energies. I release my sympathies to low attitudes, my projections to story. Even as I get stuck in projections and sympathies, I completely love and appreciate myself. And I wish others wellness and connection to wholeness, an abiding sense of self, because an abiding sense of self does not seek tangle, does not pull, does not drag, does not push. And so tangle is dismissed if I'm acting completely as a spiritual being with clarity and truth. So it is. Thank you for listening. I recommend doing this practice until you feel totally spiritually free. You're welcome to revisit this video. You're also welcome to ask a question around your issues, and I can see if I have time to create a video around your issues, and we can walk into freedom together in another way. And I'll create a video for you. You can also contact me on my website, affinitytransformations.com, and give me an email response. For coaching and intuitive guidance, I'm also available for sessions online or in person. Thank you for listening and have a great day.